Ruth Langsford plans singles night with Colleen Nolan after Eamonn Holmes' heartbreak. Loose Women's Colleen Nolan has said she is planning a girly weekend with Ruth Langsford in the wake of the Pals' recent heartbreaks. Colleen Nolan has revealed plans for a girls' weekend with fellow Loose Women star Ruth Langsford, as both find themselves single again. Last year saw Ruth part ways with Eamonn Holmes after 14 years of marriage, while Colleen ended her relationship with Michael Jones, whom she met on Tinder, after 3 years together. The news of Ruth and Eamonn's divorce came as a shock to fans when it was announced by a spokesperson in May. In a recent chat with Woman magazine, Colleen, 59, expressed excitement about spending quality time with Ruth. "I think we should. I'm not sure about nights out, but she's gonna spend a weekend with me." She added, "We're gonna have a girly weekend. I'm going to show her around and take her to the local pub, it'll be fabulous." Colleen has been a pillar of support for Ruth, reciprocating the care she received from Ruth during her own marital troubles. Speaking to Bella magazine, Colleen shared, "I support her like she supported me when my marriage was not in a good place," reports the Express. She continued, "And Ruth was really supportive. That's what friends do." Colleen also commended Ruth for her strength and discretion during her split, noting that they keep in touch regularly. "Ruth and I keep in touch all the time. She's back at work now, which is great because I really missed her," she divulged. Colleen Nolan expressed her admiration for Ruth's handling of her personal situation. Colleen stated, "I don't want to say too much because it's not my business to say Ruth's life, but what I will say from a friend's point of view is, I've never met anyone that has handled something with so much dignity and pride. She's just such a lady, more of a lady than I'll ever be. I would have spilled my guts right now, as I do, that's my problem, I say too much. She's been absolutely amazing, she really has." Colleen attributed her own recent split to a hectic schedule and difficulties adjusting to new circumstances, but revealed that she and Michael have maintained their friendship. The singer was previously married to actor Shane Ritchie for 9 years, followed by Ray Fensom, whom she was married to from 2007 to 2018. Eamonn Holmes, a veteran broadcaster known for his sharp wit and professionalism, created a moment of live television drama when he abruptly ended an interview on GB News, The Great British Breakfast. The unexpected interruption unfolded during a segment with contributor Paul Coyte, where Holmes, clearly frustrated, cited his producer's persistent instructions through his earpiece as the reason for the cutoff. As the conversation with Coyte was in full swing, Holmes suddenly interjected, saying, "Right, my friend, we have to go. Our producer is getting very irritated, shouting in my ear because we've got the Shadow Chancellor of the Exchequer, Mel Stride, waiting to come on air." Coyte, taking the situation lightly, humorously replied, "Well, it's not his birthday though, is it?" This light-hearted comment softened the otherwise abrupt nature of the moment, drawing laughter from the studio team and viewers alike. A transition to politics. The interruption was prompted by the readiness of Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride, who was set to discuss pressing economic issues live from Westminster. After a brief break, the program transitioned seamlessly into the political interview, demonstrating the fast-paced, unpredictable nature of live news broadcasting. Holmes began his conversation with Stride by referencing a recent remark the Shadow Chancellor made in Parliament. The comment in question involved Stride's playful jab at Chancellor of the Exchequer Rachel Reeves, referring to her trip to China as a Peking Duck moment. While humorous, it underscored the ongoing political tensions between the opposition and the current government regarding economic policies and international relations. Economic critique. Stride used his platform to critique the government's handling of the UK economy. He remarked, "We've seen growth killed stone dead. The government has taxed the living daylights out of businesses, discouraging investment and stifling innovation. Holmes, ever the seasoned interviewer, countered by suggesting that some of the economic challenges might stem from global factors and decisions made by previous governments. Stride, however, stood firm, asserting, "While global conditions do play a role, we are a distinct outlier. The severity of the economic issues here is largely due to the wrong choices this government has made." Behind the scenes of live TV. The incident highlighted the complexities of live broadcasting, where timing is critical, and decisions must often be made on the fly. Holmes' candid acknowledgement of his producer's directives offered viewers a glimpse into the high-pressure environment of live television production. While such moments can be jarring, they also serve as a reminder of the human element behind the polished facade of news programming. Viewer reactions. Social media quickly lit up with reactions to the incident, with many praising Holmes for his transparency and quick thinking. Some viewers found the moment amusing, while others expressed frustration at the abrupt end to Coyte's segment. Nevertheless, it became a talking point, reflecting Holmes' ability to turn even awkward situations into memorable television. A veteran broadcaster's style. Eamonn Holmes, known for his decades-long career in broadcasting, has a reputation for balancing professionalism with relatability. His handling of the situation, though abrupt, demonstrated his adaptability and commitment to delivering timely content to viewers, even under challenging circumstances. In the fast-paced world of live news, moments like these are inevitable. They remind audiences of the dynamic nature of journalism and the critical role producers and hosts play in keeping the show on track while ensuring important topics get the attention they deserve. Eamonn Holmes abruptly cuts off interview as he complains about boss in his ear. Eamonn Holmes was forced to cut off contributor Paul Coyte as he hosted the Great British Breakfast with Ellie Costell as his producer was in his ear about the next guest. The beauty salon at which the new lover of twisted abuser Ryan Wellings worked, as she faithfully supported the thug amid his trial, reassured its clients she is no longer an employee. Emma Croft has lost her role at the Powder Room, a beauty salon in Bispham, Blackpool, the business confirmed on Wednesday. She had loyally sat in the public gallery to support Wellings, 30, as he was cleared of manslaughter, following the suicide of 23-year-old Keena Dawes. But the yob was convicted of assault and controlling and coercive behavior and he will be sentenced today at Preston Crown Court. Wellings blew a kiss to Miss Croft in court as he was led away following his conviction. It led to the Powder Room facing scrutiny over its links to Miss Croft, but, in a statement posted on Facebook on Wednesday, it said in full, "In regards to recent media coverage, we would like to inform our clients that Emma Croft no longer works at the Powder Room." It is unclear exactly when Miss Croft's employment at the business ended, but the long-haired brunette, who bears a chilling resemblance to Miss Dawes, had supported Wellings throughout the trial at Preston Crown Court. Miss Dawes had endured 2 years of abuse at the hands of Wellings, who had told jurors, "I'm not a monster," claiming her allegations were either untrue or exaggerated and any injuries to her accidental. Wellings, of Bispham, made no reaction as the verdicts were read out in silence to a packed courtroom. The jury was told Miss Dawes, a hairdresser, said in harrowing suicide note penned on her phone, "Ryan Wellings killed me," before she was discovered dead on a railway line in July 2022. She had said her relationship with the landscape gardener, which started in early 2020, turned from fairy tale to nightmare. During the following 2 years, Dad of 2 Wellings would regularly slap his partner, rag her by her hair and say threats to use a drill to take out her teeth, and make her look like Katie Piper, by throwing acid in her face. Wellings also sponged off her, unable to hold down work, securing and leaving 22 jobs and draining her of money while she worked 2 jobs. Wellings claimed £15,000 in COVID loans during lockdown he spent on hotels, £1,800 golf clubs and drugs. After she became pregnant, Wellings gave her a black eye and began criticizing her weight, calling her a fat little bitch, while contacting escorts and prostitute online. Along with Wellings, mum Lisa Green, Miss Croft is now under police investigation after allegedly coaching him before he gave evidence. While on remand, Wellings made a number of calls to the pair, who attended the trial. While allowed to speak to family and friends from Preston, he was not legally permitted to discuss the case with them. Paul Greeny KC, prosecuting, told the court, he has repeatedly discussed the content and nature of the evidence with Emma Croft and Lisa Green, during giving evidence and over the Christmas period. The assessment of the prosecution is that the defendant has misconducted himself, as has Lisa Green and Emma Croft. What has occurred here is effectively a scheme to coach the defendant in the evidence he's giving. There's going to be an investigation into this by the police because, on the face of it, there's been a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice.